Welcome to the Creatorbuzz HQ. All right, you're standing in the Creatorbuzz HQ. It's a small 200 square foot office space in downtown in New Jersey. And you might be thinking, Vin, why do you need an office space? I don't. The reason I got it though was because one, it's a really good price, and two, as I started creating more and more content and I had a bunch of equipment and lights, it was really taking up a lot of room in my little small home office in my apartment. So I found this space, it's like a few minutes from my apartment building, and it's perfect. So let me show you around. The first thing over here, this is like obviously the entryway, but we have the beautiful whiteboard, which is becoming a little bit famous at this point. I'm doing this series each month where I break down my profit and loss statements for the business. And right now we have a big goal on it, 1 million in revenue. That is the goal for 2025. Will we get there? Not sure. Is there a path for it? Kind of. If we hit 1 million in revenue, I swear we'll celebrate in the proper way. We also got a bunch of the conference passes here. I know it's super corny to keep these, but this is a reminder of all the conferences we've been to, and a big goal for this year is to attend more of these conferences. They're great for business, they're great for content, and they're really great to network. All right, next over here, we got the, utility corner. I am the least handiest person. My fiance even asked me why I have this, but I have it to show people that maybe one day I'll pick up a hammer. But I did use this to hang some of the stuff around the office, so I have to obviously showcase it to let people know. Not much else on here. We have some tools here, and a bunch of people recommended that I get some greenery for the office, but I don't have a green thumb. Luckily, my buddy Pete next door owns a plant shop called Terrace, so he helped me pick out a bunch of really cool plants that are already dying. Not to Pete's fault, but truly to mine. We literally had to put tape on every single plant so we know how often I need to water them so they don't die. So we're really making it really dummy proof. And then we got some wall art. I'm a huge Mac Miller fan. They just released Balloonerism, so I wanted to get some posters for that. And then this is a quote that I need to remind myself all the time. I'm taking on more and more stuff and becoming more and more busy. And it can stress you out. But one of the reminders I like to remind myself is that I asked for this stuff. I asked to be busy. And this one says you can't cry about having a lot on your plate when your goal was to eat. So that's just a good reminder that I have. Next up, we got this bookshelf. Honestly, don't really read too much, but I wanted to include some books in here that give me some inspiration. And I also got some of my friends' books here, which I will promote. We got Nick Bennett's book on the B2B influencer marketing. And then we got my buddy Armand and Nick's book on cold calling. So I want to make sure I'm supporting anyone or any of my friends that I possibly could. And then we even got some really cool memorabilia here. This was probably one of the coolest gifts I ever got. I just ran the Chicago Marathon recently, and I'm a big coffee drinker. And my barber actually gifted me this. It's Telligencia, it's a coffee brand out of Chicago, and it's the Chicago Marathon edition beans. So this is super cool, unique gift. I did try them, they're great, but I prefer to just kind of keep them as a memory here. And then we got a bunch of stuff from different brands that we worked with, kind of as just a keepsake. We got a bunch of stuff from the hockey stack campaign that we did. One of our clients, Default, sent over this really cool coupe champagne in this really cool briefcase. So this is just kind of a showcase of some of the cool brand activations we did. And then I got this camera from Microsoft Copilot from their brunch. And I'm actually gonna take a picture of you, Eric, right now, actually. Because, reason being, everyone who's visiting the office so far has been added to the wall. So I'm gonna turn the camera around actually. We'll swap here once that develops, and I'll film you signing that, and you'll be up in the wall right there. This is the desk area. This is where I take calls. This is where I work on content. This is where I film videos, and really just wanted something really minimalist and modern, like a big slab of wood. And this is the perfect setup. And lots of you guys have seen this one on LinkedIn, but this is the coolest art piece and the coolest story, how this came to be. I was documenting the journey of putting this office space together, and I don't really know how to decorate. I'm not really an artist, but there is an artist by the name of Casey Ricky who came across my content, and he wanted to create a custom piece for the Creatorbuzz office. So what he did was basically printed out a bunch of stuff that was relevant to Creatorbuzz and to me, myself. So we have a bunch of bees and honeycombs, and he even got the Garden State Parkway logo and some really cool things. He prints them out, rips it up, paints on top of it, and then put our slogan, "Keep Creating," over it. And this thing came out like incredible. It was heavy as hell to hang, so hopefully this never falls off the wall, but he shipped it out. It's like literally made of wood. It's super heavy, and he did an incredible job. And this is like, wherever we go next or however long we're here, always gonna keep this one. Over here is kind of like the chill area. I didn't really know what to do with this space, but I figured anytime someone comes by, we can kind of grab coffee and just kind of like sit here and chill. I can also film here, so I thought that might be a good opportunity. These chairs we got from Marshall's, super happy the way they turned out. And my dad actually owns a neon business. So he created this Creatorbuzz LED light and he gifted it to me. So I was super excited about that and the way that this looks. And then over here we have like a little skateboard. Actually, random fact, I really like collecting stickers from like brands that I like, or if I go to a cool coffee shop, I like getting the stickers from there. It's really weird. And I needed a place to put these stickers, so I got a blank skateboard and just kind of hung them up there, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. And last but not least, the reason I did want an office space was because I wanted to invest more into a lot of the equipment that I'm using for my content. One of them being lighting. I was having a major issue in my apartment. Like if the sun was not out or if it was a cloudy day, I literally could not film in my apartment because it was too dark. We don't have any like overhead lights in our apartment. So I was 100% relying on the sunlight. And that was super inconvenient. So finally invested into this Amaran 100X light. And so far it's been really, really great. You can adjust the temperature, the brightness. So I've been using this a ton. And then also, one last thing I need to show you, which I didn't get a chance to hang up yet because I need to get screws for it, but my fiance made me this really cool artwork. It's basically like, she made it on Canva, I believe, but it's basically like different matchboxes, and each matchbox is like a significant place in our relationship, whether it's like a vacation we took together or a concert we went to. So this is like something that's really cool, and I gotta hang this up right here, but I just need to get some screws for it. So I also bought this security mirror purely just because it looks cool and aesthetic, and for no other purpose but that. And that is the office. There's not much here. It's 200 square foot, but it's perfect for me. And listen, you don't have to go home, but you can stay here. I got some calls and some videos to wrap up. I'll see you on the next episode.